everybody, it's Julie. Today we're going to do an experience with oil, with water in a plastic bottle with a lid, and food coloring. The size of the bottle isn't important. I would also advise putting a tray or dish underneath the bottle when you're pouring the oil because the oil can leak. So I've gotten one bottle ready. It already has oil and water in it. But what I want you to find out by doing this is I want you to observe whether the oil and the water mix. So I'm going to take the lid off of my water bottle. I've got some oil in this cup. I'm going to carefully pour some in. Parents, you'll want to help your kids with this. And I'm going to put the lid on top. Now, if you look at this bottle, is the oil mixing? Or is it staying on top? You're right, it's staying on the top. That's because the molecules, you can't see them, they're tiny little molecules that make the water, and they also are molecules for the oil, and they do not mix. The water molecules like to stay together, and the oil molecules like to stay together. But if you mix them, I shook this bottle up, and I don't know if you can see the little beads of oil. This water isn't as clear as this water. That's because it has been shaken. I'm going to do that again with this one, and I'm going to shake it up, and you can see the oil is swirling in there. It's beading up, and it's starting to go to the top. Now, we're going to mix some water, mix some colors in the water. We're going to try. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to take two primary colors. I am going to use yellow. I'm going to do 4 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just choosing the number. There isn't really a set number. And I'm going to try 2 drops of red. 1, 2. I'm going to put the cover back on my water. And we're going to look. Now, do you see that at the top, the color from the food coloring is beaded up in the top of the oil? I'm going to let it sit a little bit and see what happens. Oh, I do not look what's happening. The food coloring is getting heavy and it's starting to go down into the water. So let's shake this up now and see what color do red and yellow make. Is it still yellow or red? No, the color is mixing together and we made orange. Now that there's color, you can see even better how it's beading up and going up to the top. Earlier, I made a bottle and I used yellow and blue, and I shook it up and it made green. I have one more bottle. Let's try and see if we use yellow and red. We've used yellow and blue. Now we're going to use the last 2 primary colors together. We're going to do blue and red. Let's see if you can remember what colors I made. I'm going to do, again, I'm going to do 3 drops. I'll do 4. And I'm going to blue is darker, so it helps to start with the lighter color. Look at that, it's dropping down, and I'm going to do 2 drops of blue I'm going to put my lid on. Okay, so we see that the food coloring is dropping down. I'm going to shake it up one more time. Made now. Can you see? It's purple. We can, again, you can put as many drops in as your mom and dad say you can, that you want them to help you with this. So what we're noticing in all of them, the one that I made a while ago and didn't shake, you can see how the oil stays on the top and the water, whether it's clear or has a color in it, is going to sink to the bottom. We have the bottle with the yellow that we made. It's still separating. The oil is at the top again, the color's at the bottom, and the color's separating still. And here's our purple one. It's more cloudy, and at the very top in the oil you can see the beads of the color. So have a wonderful time as always, mixing colors. Ask your parents or another grown-up to help you, and have a great time mixing different colors and shaking it up and seeing if you can get the oil and water to blend together, and watch what happens when it separates.